The question, though, that came to me before you got me off track with that great statement, we don't all have a vote, but we do have a voice. The question in my mind was that as a leader, I may know that, but some of these problems are created from my staff, from my team. I think about a company who, the leaders tried to, but the team made the one person feel very uncomfortable because he
Mhm.
wasn't of the same religious bent as they were,
Mhm.
because they weren't comfortable with the difference of a religion.
Mhm.
Okay. Coach us on that. I mean, as a leader, how much do I get involved with that? I guess I need to be involved all the time, but coach us a little bit on how much we should get involved in it. And do you have a suggestion on how to deal with that?
Well, it's really interesting. One of the things I would recommend is the EEOC .gov website, because they have the manuals for everything that you might want to ask. And religion is one of them, that they have a full, in fact, they just did a new update on that one, I think within the last couple of years. And they have examples of all of that. Now, when it
Hmm.
comes to religion, again, an employee can feel like they're being harassed because someone's in the workplace and they're constantly, telling them, oh, you should come to this religion, you should do this or whatever, and the employee is uncomfortable with that. And when we talk about, they may see that as harassment. And one of the things we asked employees to do, is to first let the person know. But again, not all employees are comfortable doing that. So they may go straight to their leader. And as a leader, it is their responsibility to create and do everything they can to create a workplace that is free of harassment. And that may mean that explaining to that employee that is, prevailing and going and talking to everyone or talking to some people about their religion and trying to bring them over to their religion, that is not appropriate in the workplace. Now, what they do, if the employee is interested in beyond workplace, that's one thing. But again, when you're in work, you're there to meet the goals and objectives of the organization. And even on an employee, say it's lunchtime and the person decides to go up there and in the lunchroom and talk to them about it. Well, if it's not welcome, because that's the thing, that's a key word.
Uh-huh.
When you
Okay.
talk about harassment, there are some key things. Is it welcome? If it's unwelcome, that's, starting off with something that can be harassment. And the first thing, so if it's unwelcome as a leader,
Interesting.
you may have to intervene and actually talk to that person about that, because that is one of the things that is key when you look at harassment. And
That's
that's your
okay.
job.
That's interesting. That's interesting.